Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing a video on CRO, the native token of not just crypto.com, crypto.org, and of course Cronos. We know that crypto.com and the token have very much been in the spotlight given everything that we've seen unfold with FTX. This has called into question, with FTX's insolvency, many other exchanges, crypto.com being one of them, Huobi and Gate.io being the main ones at the moment that people are looking at. And this has sort of brought up, I think, a lot of questions in regards to people asking me about CRO, the crypto.com token. You know, what is it? How does it work? And what does crypto.com offer and not offer? So this is going to be a video predominantly looking at CRO, which is the sort of native token. There's three sort of separate but joint sort of different ventures that use the CRO token, and we're going to look at those in this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, guys. What is CRO, crypto.com's native token? Well, crypto.com, let's start with what they are essentially first. They're a blockchain company that was founded back in 2016. The way that I look at crypto.com is it is basically CeFi. So we know DeFi, you have your borrowing and lending protocols, you have your stablecoin protocols, you have your staking, whatever it is. Crypto.com is essentially a app that allows you to do all of these things through a centralized entity being crypto.com. That's probably the best way to look at it. It's kind of like a one-stop CeFi, DeFi shop where you can do a multiple of things. Essentially, what it offers is trading, so you can trade across pairs if you want to. I don't believe it offers derivatives trading, so I don't think it offers sort of the futures market. It's just really spot trading, I believe. You can do borrowing and lending, so you can borrow against your cryptos. You can do crypto staking, crypto payments, and you can even get NFTs and exposure through the NFT space. So the reason we're calling it CeFi instead of DeFi is because it's really a centralized, i.e. crypto.com, that's in charge of everything in there. Company, but they allow you to do things that you can do in the DeFi space just through an app, you know, in a kind of centralized manner, if you will. But they are and have been for many people a very good exchange. One reason I wanted to, not just an exchange, a kind of one-stop shop. One reason I wanted to make this video is because we have called not into question the insolvency of or solvency of crypto.com. We've just more looked at it and all the speculation, and I felt like this would offer people, you know, take a look at the coin, take a look at, you know, potentially do you want to buy it, do you not want to buy it? Just to be totally transparent, I do not own any CRO. I do see further downside. I see further downside across the board. However, you know, is it something that we look at if it gets to a cheap enough price in the future? Maybe. This video may help you sort of determine whether it's something you want to pay attention to or not, or just maybe very educational as people are interested in the crypto space. So the most popular product for crypto.com is credit and debit cards that offer benefits to their users, one being CRO, which of course is their native token, as a coin reward. And essentially you need the CRO token, you need to hold it to even get access to these products that offer you these rewards. So there's an incentive to hold CRO through that. And I know certainly in the bull market, I know so many people who bought CRO, took these cards out, bought on it, got the rewards, and then just basically sold their position, having basically been given free money. And you can see behind me, you've got the sort of different cards. You've got Obsidian, Frosted Rose Gold, and Icy White. All of these cards, by the way, are metal. They are quite cool. I've got quite a few friends that have them. Not sure whether they still use them or not at the moment. But they are quite cool cards, and you can see, you know, you get these individual cards if you've got CRO staked. So you need this amount, and then you'll get CRO rewards. You'll get monthly benefits, stuff like Shopify, Netflix, Prime, Airbnb perks, so on and so forth. You can even get private jet partnerships, exclusive merchandise, welcome packs, so on and so forth. You also get access to the earn bonus rewards. So not only are the credit cards sort of subject to how much CRO you hold, a lot of their products, and I know they actually banned a load of jurisdictions not that long ago from even using them because it came under sort of, they don't want to get caught. And to me, CRO kind of does seem like a security token because it's got that centralized entity over it. And I can see how they're now moving to actually have a blockchain that CRO's associated with. And they do indeed have that. Of course, the first one was crypto.org, which is their blockchain built on Cosmos, which we'll talk about. And then their Cronos Chain, which came out later. Both are used in Crypto.com products. So you can see this is one of the most popular things. A little bit more of a look here. Again, you do have to actually have CRO to take these out, just like, you know, you get the better rewards on their platform, which is very appealing in a bull market if you hold the native token. So there's an incentive for CRO and in a demand aspect there. Almost all of Crypto.com's products use CRO, their native token. You will need CRO to be owned and staked with them to take out their card. So there was, I'm not sure if there still is, a 180-day period that you actually have to stake your CRO up for. So there's definitely demand off the table for that. I think it's why there's been so much pain during all this recent news from people, is because they are CRO holds and they know that their CRO is very much stuck on that platform for now, and they don't want things to sort of escalate. But I've got to say, the CEO has been very transparent recently, and you know, he's really drawn a kind of line in the sand between these guys. However, that's not a guarantee that there isn't a fall at some point. We just don't know. You know, this is such a volatile space at the moment. The problem that you're finding is people that have leveraged up to a certain value, they no longer have that value and end up insolvent because their debts simply outweigh what they've got. This is what we're seeing take place, and we don't know who has partook in that or not. So onto CRO as a token. CRO started out as an Ethereum ERC20 token back in 2018. It's the primary token of Crypto.org chain and the Cronos chain, also used on the Crypto.com app. This is what I mean with those kind of a trio, but they're all really the same thing, sort of. So the Crypto.com, the Crypto.org chain, which is the first thing we'll look at. Now we've looked at Crypto.com, which is the kind of overall company. They are the people responsible for Crypto.org chain. It's utilized by a lot of the Crypto.com services. It's built on Cosmos, so it's technically now its own layer 1 blockchain. We are massive bulls on Cosmos, and we think the way that they're doing blockchain along with Polkadot is just sensational. CRO is used for staking and for paying for transaction fees. It's this chain is not really made to be a smart contract chain, even though it does have the capabilities, albeit restricted. So this is the one aspect. These are both, you know, these chains are integrated into the actual products that Crypto.com offer. These are kind of the backbone of them, if you will, both trying to do slightly different things. This is the Cronos chain, which of course was launched on the 8th of November 2021. Now integrated into many of Crypto.com services, just like the Crypto.org. In 1 year, they managed more than 60 million on-chain transactions, 400 plus decentralized applications, and a top 10 chain by total volume locked, more than 5 million blocks produced, and 1 million unique wallet addresses. So there is definitely a level of adoption going on here with this chain. Again, they use Crypto.com, or sorry, CRO as their sort of native token. Was built on Cosmos again. The main difference with these two chains is that Crypto.org doesn't utilize EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, but Cronos does. So this gives Cronos a lot more smart contract capabilities, significantly slower, I should have said there, because it's EVM and there's restrictions to that rather than being Cosmos and sort of Tendermint native. CRO is used to pay transaction fees on Cronos, but there's no governance, unlike with Crypto.org. So I would say Cronos is more of like a builder chain, you know, a kind of Binance smart chain. And Crypto.org is more like the beacon chain for BNB, if you will. That's kind of how it works. And again, this, you know, there's these kind of three elements to CRO and where it's used. And you can see this is the Terra Luna, not Terra Luna, sorry. Although Terra Luna, there was some overlapping between Terra and Crypto.com. And I know they took a bit of a hit there. But this is the Cosmos ecosystem, the map of zones, and you can see you've got Cronos and both Crypto.org. So they're both their own separate blockchains, but of course they've got this kind of parent, which is Crypto.com, and CRO is kind of the native token of that whole ecosystem. And remember, Crypto.com is one of the largest, you know, if they succeed, they're going to champion their coin. So just to summarize, CRO is used on Crypto.com for most of its products. In fact, it's one of the deciding factors whether you get to use their products or not. It is used as a native token in both Crypto.org and Cronos Chain, both on Cosmos. You can also stake it for rewards and gives governance on Crypto.org. And there are a number of other benefits that we've missed out. However, we really just wanted to make this quite a short and sweet video. Hopefully you guys understand a little bit better. I didn't want to complicate things. We could have gone way off into loads of different directions. But hopefully you guys have a sort of broad understanding now of the CRO token, at crypto.com, and some of the sort of parties involved in it, and how CRO plays a role in it all. All I've got for you in this video, guys. You enjoyed the content, like as always, appreciate it. So as a comment, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching.